Yeah, definitely. It seems like this one was a far better movie than the original silly one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first one.
Yeah, don't watch it at all.
Definitely better than the first.
Don't bother with the first one.
Well,
It's not
effectively,
hard
this
to
one
be
is
better than the first.
This reminded me of
This one
Guardians
is a
of the
reboot
Galaxy.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, effectively, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy because it's James Gunn.
Yeah,
Same director.
Yeah.
Even the concept of having, you know how we've got the raccoon? Now we've got the weasel, although he wasn't in the movie for much.
The shark is
The shark, that's it, the shark.
Nandu.
He's more like Groot, though.
Yeah,
The
it's
shark's more
a
like
Groot,
Groot with the rudimentary language.
Groot equivalent, yeah.
But if you think about it, Weasel in this one is actually Kraglin in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. I can't remember. Which one's Cracklin?
He was one of the Ravagers.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
Not off with all the names.
Yeah. It's Sean Gunn.
Yeah, and it was Taika Waititi. It was only clear in that second bit when it's more prolonged and he's sitting on top of the tower.
Oh yeah, the father. Yeah.
I've got to say,
And a small scene by Mattis as well, it seems.
There was some real laugh out loud moments as well. Like I was like, this is really funny.
Yeah.
The dialogue and the character interaction is absolutely fantastic.
Loved it. It was so good. Yeah.
And the soundtrack, the soundtrack's great as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know when she was being hung up and tortured, she's trying to sing a song, but then I love the juxtaposition of it's this old classic jazz type of a song, and she's shooting and killing, but it's all flowers. That was such a creative, incredible, great idea.
Actually, which song would that be? I'm looking at the whole list.
Died.
Oh, this one. I ain't got nobody.
That's the one.
Louis Prima.
I ain't got nobody.
Yeah, that's good.
She sang the chorus.
There's a lot of songs.
I definitely want to see it at the cinema if it comes out.
Well, it's already out. But
It's already out.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not.
But we're in lockdown, so we can't do anything. But overall, the interactions between the characters seem to be a lot better.
Well, of course, this is
a lot of funny dialogue between them.
Yeah, that was one of my main complaints of the effectively first one, even though this one's a reboot.
Can I just say I can tell whether a movie's going to be good by who writes it, not who necessarily directs it, but who writes it.
Yeah, the writing is so
The writing
important.
is number one. If you have bad scripts, you have a bad film.
Exactly. No matter how good the performance is, it can't save a bad story, bad pace, and it's all got the basic foundations absolutely need the writing. Totally agree.
Is the story writer for this one?
James. Is it James Gunn? Did he write it?
There were a bunch of people. James Gunn was the main director.
Yeah, I saw it at the beginning. Even Zack Snyder's an executive.
Yeah,
I know.
Snyder is part of it.
David Goyer or David Ayer.
Oh yeah, David Goyer.
He's really hit and miss, David Goyer.
Some of his are good, some of his so much. But
Well,
Peacemaker.
effectively, this was a complete reboot anyway.
Oh, it's a reboot, okay.
Yeah, from the first one,
Yeah, they even introduced characters that died from effectively the first one, including like Captain Boomerang and stuff.
Well, but Captain Boomerang still died.
He still
in the
died
beginning.
anyway.
It's a pity. They killed the first Suicide Squad at the beginning. It's a bit of a pity.
And they even had Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker,
just for a little bit.
Michael Rooker, Savant.
Who is also a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Two
So
things.
it's like James Gunn bringing back
Also
all his
from
cast.
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died in The Walking Dead as well.
John Cena has a really big head, and I also want a pet rat now.
John Cena.
I want a pet rat.
Interestingly, he's getting his own TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
that's why. That's why he's not dead at the end. In January.
Hey, so who wrote it? Can you check, Marcus?
Oh yeah, okay. Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
It's the Suicide Squad.
Can we watch the first one now just to compare the two?
Yeah, the first one I definitely recommend don't watch it. Even the dialogue was completely forced. Like this one, I felt it was.
James Gunn wrote it as well.
Yeah.
James Gunn wrote it.
Yeah, writer and director.
Yeah, like this one, the whole thing actually worked out like smoothly. The first one, it felt forced.
Oh wow, Sean Gunn. That must be his son.
Maybe.
Sean Gunn as Weasel.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Gunn. Okay.
And Sean Gunn was also in Guardians of the Galaxy as Kraglin.
Actually, I would recommend not watching the first one, but watching this instead. Like the animated one, which is actually...
There's an animated Suicide Squad.
It's 2018. Yeah, so this is actually, a lot of people say, even like better than the first one.
I didn't even know there was an animated one. Okay.
Yeah, these guys always have animated ones. It was actually developed by the comic one as well.
Is that an animated movie or series?
Yeah, it's like Batman Along Halloween.
Yeah.
Just a...
Why does DC keep getting it wrong then with live action movies? Because Zack Snyder, it's always
it started with the Zack Snyder fiasco where they
wanted... He keeps getting to make movies though.
No, he's actually pretty good. It's just
he was
interference.
One who wanted to create a better movie. It was interference by the DC head-ups.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of screwed it all over.
But then the direction has changed a bit now because they're allowing the filmmakers to do whatever they want, and that's why James Gunn gets to do this movie.
And Zack Snyder was also available to get out his Snyder cut.
You know what could be really interesting, and I know Ben Affleck was close to it, but a standalone Batman movie with DC.
Yeah, it's cool. It's out. That's coming up with Robert Pattinson.
The Robert Pattinson one.
Yeah, the Robert Pattinson one because the whole
thing with sure.
Yeah, he kind of fell out again. Yeah,
younger Batman.
Yeah, younger Batman. That was really good. I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah, so the post-credit scene, I was wondering, what's it all about? Like, so this
Weasel,
this Weasel character.
And
even maybe James Gunn just wanted to give his brother like a little nice.
Well,
yeah, probably.
Because we thought he died, right?
Yeah.
But he so Sean Gunn, didn't die.
But he killed Michael Rooker. He would have been good. But he was good in Guardians of the Galaxy, so yeah.
Oh yeah. And
then obviously this one, as I mentioned, he's getting his own TV show. That's why he's setting that up. John Cena's Peacemaker TV show.
So my top 3 superhero movies, excluding Batman, because I think that's kind of too serious.
Oh, like the Dark Knight.
Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think I'd put the Suicide Squad in my top 3.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, this one officially at 96%, it would be one of the top.
Yeah.
Wow. And they even allowed James Gunn to make it an R-rated movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is just pretty relaxed these days. Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, total creative freedom.
And kaiju battles.
Yeah,
that was funny.
The starfish was funny.
Man, the Starro, I never imagined seeing that on screen because I've only seen it in comic books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, seeing the Starro.
But you know who I found really funny? He almost stole the show was Polka Dot Man and the mother. And
the mother, yeah.
when the big monster became the mother.
That was so funny. And it's like, I'm a superhero. I'm a motherfucker. Splat.
And it's squashed.
I thought the mutant joke was pretty funny too.
I mean, Jeff.
Yeah.
Mutant. The guy
Milton.
Mutant. He was like, all of a sudden he just showed up and I was like, who's that guy?
Who's that?
Bus driver.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like all of a sudden, like I saw them running into the building, right? And
he had a good heart. I liked him from the beginning.
Nice guy.
Oh my god.
And then at the end, there was this whole conversation saying, "You was Milton."
Yeah.
Like what? It's like Harley Quinn is trolling.
So there was a Secret Guardians cameo.
Was
Actually, there's a few, but there was one Guardians of the Galaxy actor who turned up for a secret cameo.
Was it Mantis?
Did anyone pick it up?
I saw Mantis.
Mantis?
One's Mantis.
Mantis was Palm Klementieff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, apparently she's in the movie.
Oh right,
I
think you're right.
Guardians of the Galaxy, the girl with the antenna.
Yeah. The antenna lady.
Oh, she was. Oh yeah, that's her. I missed it. Totally missed it.
I noticed it.
Can I just say, if it was
Mantis
anyone else,
costume.
Yeah.
if it was anyone else playing Harley Quinn, I think I'd be really annoyed. But she's a good actress.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
Margot
conveys
Robbie's
the
really
character
good.
well.
Yeah, like that kind of screechy, annoying, but really kind of.
Be like a Joker.
She's lovable. She's lovable in the end.
It suits the character as well.
Yeah. Damn. But I mean, I reckon that's good for the big screen as well. Like when it does come to the cinema, hopefully, I'd watch it again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is out.
Not if it comes to the cinema, as in if we're allowed.
If we're allowed to go.
I mean, I'm assuming they're just going to delay the release.
Well, I don't know, to be honest.
You don't think so?
Because it's only us. The rest of the world, it's already
it's
showing.
already out.
It's already out, right?
Oh, it's already out. In the
And it's already out on streaming, even though these days
Exactly.
they do tend to do both, but they tend to do both at the same time, simultaneously.
So you think
Yeah,
all these,
but
open, it's already past its sort of
so
session.
you think it's not worth, because Australia's a small market for box office.
Yeah,
It's
but
pretty
the
small
problem
too, yeah.
as well with making it streaming is it doesn't affect the box office performance.
Ah, it doesn't affect. Oh.
Yeah, that's why there was the whole like Marvel actors suing Disney.
So like Scarlett Johansson.
Yep, where they're
Emily Blunt.
Right.
yep,
Emily
exactly.
Blunt.
Where their salary is dependent on the box office.
Receipts.
Ah, right. Wow.
And since it's not affecting the box office, then effectively they get less salary of it.
Right.
Actually, HBO did the smarter thing. They actually renegotiated with the actors.
Wow.
So unlike Disney, and that's
Yeah,
why
unlike-
HBO Max hasn't got sued yet.
Well,
Disney's-
effectively, it's the whole Disney is evil thing again.
Yeah, Disney's in big trouble now.
HBO has more care for the.
So they
actors,
take
for
a
the
they
staff.
they take a lower salary and
Yeah.
hope for, yeah.
Yeah, and the problem is as well, like instead of HBO Max is okay, but Disney, you pay an extra amount for the premiere access.
That's right.
And that's the
You
part which
pay
is
extra
like
too.
really sketchy.
So what has Disney been doing in terms of disadvantaging the actors?
Because they've been releasing same day on streaming as well. It's the same day in the cinemas.
I see, right.
Yeah,
Which
simultaneous
takes
release.
Which takes it away from the
Which
box
takes
office.
it away, yeah.
But
Yeah.
but were they planning to do this before COVID anyway, or
No. COVID kind of
yeah.
forced their hand.
obviously everyone's on Scarlett Johansson's side then?
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of
exactly.
actors are actually rallying.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
I didn't. I only saw the headline. I didn't really read the article. But now I understand since you guys just told us.
Yeah.
What was John Cena's character again? What was his name?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
He's really funny. He reminded
Yeah,
me
he
of
is.
The Boys.
Yeah.
That TV show.
Yeah, the Amazon show.
Homelander.
Yeah, Homelander.
Homelander.
He reminded me of Homelander. Yeah.
It's true.
So I thought, who played the Colonel? They both look like Michael
Colonel?
Cena to me.
Joel Kinnaman.
Colonel Flag.
Joe
Joel Kinnaman.
Kinnaman. He was RoboCop and what was he again?
Yes.
RoboCop and something else in the TV show. Yeah.
Oh,
Polka
okay.
Dot Man. Oh my gosh.
And obviously, you all know it's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
As
Sylvester
King
Stallone?
Shark. King Shark.
Shark.
Really? I did
King
not know
Shark.
that.
Yeah. For King Shark.
Oh, my new dumb
My
friend.
new
Sure.
Yeah.
Then it's quite similar to like
Vin
Groot's
Diesel.
character.
Vin Diesel is,
Diesel's
uh,
character
Yeah,
is
Vin
Groot.
Diesel's Groot. That's exactly how I placed it. Weasel was
Yeah.
like Rocky, but never had a chance to shot a raccoon.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
then
it's more like Rocket.
King Shark
Yeah.
was like Groot.
King Shark was like Groot. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the voicing.
And very just basic vocabulary.
Phil.
No,
Hey, Phil.
book. Ham.
But anyway, back to this. So
Yeah.
the funny thing is that the fact that the first movie was so bad is what actually made John Cena want to do this movie, because he wanted to change people's minds about the Suicide Squad. So I find it.
What was the original one rated anyway? Since they had to reboot this entire thing.
You mean as in Rotten Tomatoes or what?
Yeah.
And you know what?
I thought we talked about it was like
30%, right?
20 something or something.
Yeah, less than 30. I remember. Yeah.
And it's good to
23.
It's good to cast a black actor that can actually act, like Idris Elba over Will Smith.
Yeah, 26.
Will Smith used to be a good actor.
Yeah, but he just doesn't want to offend anyone. Like all his movies are like family friendly crap.
Oh
26.
Wow. Yeah,
26. That's right. 26. Yeah, that's very low. Yeah. Interesting in this
new one.
In this remake, they don't have Deadshot. Interesting.
Oh, it's gone down. It's gone down.
But it's still quite high.
Actually, at one point it was 100%. At one point, you know that.
At one point, yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Interesting they don't have Deadshot though in this. It's one of the main
characters.
Oh
yeah, I know, right? Deadshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bloodsport is similar enough, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they are both like marksmen and they're really kind of accurate.
Yeah, but then they had like two of practically the same guy. Like John Cena, like Peacemaker and Bloodshot practically had the same
abilities.
Yeah. Just one.
That's why they had a rivalry.
Yeah. The only difference was one used smaller bullets.
Well, that was the beginning of the dialogue. You know, when he was first introduced to his team and he was the first one, and what's her name? Viola Davis's character, Waller, Ms. Waller.
Amanda Waller.
And she rattles off his abilities and goes, "Didn't you say they all have the team's comprised of people with a set of unique skills?"
I know.
We'd have the same skills as pretty much he said.
Yeah, practically.
He said, but I'm better because I'm better.
But I think they did that as a joke as well, which made it even more funny.
Yeah, they sort of crack jokes in the...
Making fun of the recruitment process, the recruitment management.
Because it was meant to be unique, but they practically had the same abilities.
So it's cool, because that's what James Gunn is so good at, like poking fun at...
At his own jokes.
And also how they hired Bloodsport, but didn't know he was scared of rats, and then they hired the rat catcher.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so ridiculous, right? Like
same as Weasel not being able to swim.
But the funny thing is, the rats actually saved the day at the end.
Yeah,
they were the heroes.
She should have done that at the beginning.
Them because we think them so lowly, they're so despised. Remember the wife the father?
Yeah, that's a good one though.
Yep, and what was that spear meant to be for?
The javelin.
The javelin.
Yeah.
Like the guy didn't even finish speaking. He just died.
Oh yeah, it's funny at the beginning. No. You remember how Harley Quinn got the javelin?
The javelin. Yeah.
From what's his guy's name? The guy played by Nathan Fillion.
That was Nathan Fillion?
Yeah. So he's Slither.
I thought she just grabbed it because you know how it's some opulent palace she's being held in. I don't know why there's some javelin there. Anyway, I thought she got it from the start. On the way.
Yeah, this guy, Slither character, Nathan Fillion's character.
TDK, I think. Yeah.
Police Chief Bill Party.
Oh yeah, the something kid, the dislocated kid, the
dislocated kid.
You know what? When I first saw TDK, I thought he was named after. Remember Cassettes, guy?
The Cassettes, yeah, that brand.
Yeah,
of
and so when I saw TDK, I went, "You mean those cassettes?"
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Me too.
So he's not the javelin guy, right? Or is that the other guy? All right. Okay, I got confused. So this is
That's another guy.
The other guy.
I'm just looking at James Gunn's IMDb, and the only reason Dawn of the Dead, which was Zack Snyder's first movie, is good is because James Gunn wrote the screenplay.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, that's interesting.
No wonder, because that's a really good Zack Snyder film, but it's really James Gunn's film.
Well, he wrote it. Okay.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Well, Dawn of the Dead has the sequel now. Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead, which is actually
pretty
pretty decent. That one.
Okay.
We saw it.
Which is actually by Snyder, so.
I kind of avoid. I avoid anything that says Zack Snyder, pretty much. Although 300 was fun. 300.
But 300 was adapted from a comic book by Frank Miller, so he's. Yeah.
I liked 300.
No, I'm saying it was good.
It was historical. Yeah. It's sort of like a David and Goliath battle because of the sizes of the armies and just wonderful.
Yeah, Zack Snyder's quite polarizing, but I kind of like his style as well. He's good at presenting visuals. His next movie is gonna be
style over substance.
His next movie is Rebel Moon, which is kind of like a I don't know. It was originally a Star Wars story, so that's kind of interesting.
Does it fit in the Star Wars universe?
No. So Disney kind of rejected his pitch, so now he's gonna do it by himself. As a non-Star Wars story, but which was originally meant to be a Star Wars story.
Interesting.
Yep, it's okay. Yeah, so the guy who gave the javelin to what's her name? Harley Quinn. His name is Javelin.
Okay. His name was actually just Javelin.
Is it?
Okay.
Did I share the right screen? Whoops.
X-Men with funny names. Isn't an X-Men called Javelin?
I'm not aware.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I could be wrong. Sorry.
This is probably such a minor character. This one that they just kill him off, like without
Javelin.
Yeah. Javelin. Yeah, that was a funny moment though. He didn't get to finish what he was gonna say before he died.
Yeah.
And so now she doesn't know what it's for. But obviously at the end it was so obvious. There's a big
Starro.
eye just waiting to be pierced.
Or Starro the Conqueror. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a name. I thought the starfish was a little bit, looks very silly. It was good but silly. Like,
yeah, it's meant to be, I think.
Corny, but...
Because in the comic, I always thought in the comic it was silly, and I never imagined seeing it on the big screen just like that. But I think it kind of works in this context of this movie, which is kind of silly anyway.
I thought it was fun.
But I found it kind of interesting as well because both Marvel and DC now has a Jotenheim as well.
Have what?
Jotenheim.
Jotenheim
town.
Oh. Which
I was in the
series
place
had,
Jotunheim.
Yeah.
Jotunheim. Which Marvel movie or series had Jotunheim?
Thor.
Okay.
Actually, the reason why James Gunn chose Starro was because the character scared him a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a starfish with a big eye is kind of creepy. So he said,
and the little stars,
yeah.
All the baby starfish came
out. This big guy that shoots these things out of him that take over people's brains. Always get the shh out of me. And so that's the reason why.
And then they join the starfish's team, like zombies, is it?
See, this is what it kind of looks like in the comic book.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. But if you remember Jotunheim in Marvel, that's where the Frost Giants got from.
Okay. It's been a while, but thanks for a refresher. Now I remember.
Yeah, there was part of the Nine Worlds that.
The Nine Worlds, yeah.
That Asgard kind of protected.
Yeah, that's where Loki.
Well, that's Loki's birth home, effectively.
Birth home, yeah.
But interestingly enough, since the name the Conqueror. Kind of like it's similar to Kang the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror, I was about to say. yeah. Oh, he's Taika.
So apparently, Taika was offered a bigger role in Suicide Squad, but because he had other commitments, he couldn't do it.
Oh, that's right. Thor 3 is also really fun as well.
Thor Ragnarok.
Right, Ragnarok, yeah.
Yeah,
that was the worst one.
No. I know Charmian doesn't like it, but I think a lot of people say it's one of the.
That was too try hard.
No, it worked.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
it tried to be something it never was. just fell flat.
So that's something we disagree on.
Yeah, I think most people would agree that it's one of the better ones.
Well, Ragnarok was definitely quite different, but it was also something.
It's actually on par with Suicide Squad 93.
I didn't know it was that high. Okay.
But effectively, it was a new thing Taika was trying, where most of the script was practically unwritten.
Okay.
So
that's how it came out. Yeah, so a lot of the they had a sort of idea where to go, but a lot of the script was unwritten until they actually filmed it.
Maybe that's Taika style. Just do it on the spot.
Yeah, so it was really
the Wilder people is so compact and so smooth and just I don't know the background to the making of it, but that to me didn't seem improvised.
A lot of it was actually ad-lib.
And what left a bad taste with Thor Ragnarok, even though they say, oh yeah, he wants to take a new direction, but that was the same period where you had Deadpool, you had Guardians of the Galaxy, so you already had these comedy superhero ones, and it just felt like, oh, that genre's doing well, we're doing superhero, they're doing comedy superhero, maybe we should jump on that bandwagon. And that just left a bad taste in my mouth. I went, you already had a legacy of good films without forcing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
I didn't. I even tried it twice, and I thought it was boring.
Twice? You tried twice, even for a second?
Yes, because you guys said, oh, no, it's good. And I went, fine, I'll try it again. Go, no, still just as dull.
Just different taste of humor,
Okay, so that's something that we disagree on.
Yeah.
But at least you enjoy Suicide Squad, right? Suicide Squad is right.
We all agreed on Suicide Squad.
Well, in this case, I think the Suicide Squad movie was better than Thor Ragnarok. I gave Thor Ragnarok a 6.
And this one would be what, 7?
7.5. Yeah.
Wow, that's high for you.
For Jono?
No. Yeah, Jono. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.5. Wow.
Not 7.5, just 7.
7.
Oh, 7. Sorry.
I'd give it an 8.
Yeah. Okay. How about Phil?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, I think that's about right. Maybe an 8. Close, maybe between like a 7 and 8.
Yeah, I would say that around there too.
Yeah.
In the 70s. Yeah.
Man.
What's his rating?
8, I think. 8.
What about some weirdo like
Oh yeah.
Some weirdo.
Weirdo's rating?
Some weirdo gives it 7.5.
Okay.
Oh, that's high.
We're all in agreement, eh?
Yeah, I'll give it 7.25 at least. Yeah. So.
Cool. So I guess for this movie, we're practically all in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the poster as well. It's a pretty cool poster.
Oh yeah, my background, yeah. My background.
Is that your? Oh yeah, that's it. That's the poster. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I just.
All right, guys.
I wish I didn't kill off the poker guy. Polka dot.
Oh yeah.
Polka dot.
He's the bad guy in Batman Begins.
Huh?
I was about to say he looked familiar, but I didn't know.
I think doesn't he kill the parent? Or like he's a bad guy.
Oh yeah,
Batman
I mean
Begins.
we've seen him in a couple of movies before.
The
He's
Dark
very familiar.
Knight.
He's very familiar.
He's one of the asylum, Arkham
Asylum inmates.
Inmates,
Yeah. Yeah.
So many.
All right, it's midnight.
All right, thanks guys. See you next.
Next time.
Thanks, Marcus. See you next week.
Good night. See you guys.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.